Hello friends, today we are discuss about the Easter 1906 by W.B. Yeats. There is the background of this poem is at Easter 1916, 1000 volunteers and 200 citizens army seized the GPO and other cities in Dublin, proclaiming independent republic with a provisional government led by Patrick Pearse. Rebels surrendered after a week's fighting. The government's harsh responses turned 16 rebels leaders into nationalist martyrs and created powerful myths which would sustain future conflicts. There is the literature as a revenge. It means in this poem, the poem is that country with the population of Alabama or a Kentucky, a place occupied for over 800 years with its indigenous language, history, and culture almost eradicated, should produce writers who have dominated English and world literature is nothing short of miraculous. It is Ireland's ultimate revenge on the British, co-opting their language and affixing an Irish accent on English literary culture. There is a revenge, literature as a revenge. In this poem, there is a title is the convey to the frightful meaning. Easter refers to the holy day. Easter at the year 1916 refers to the First World War. The poem tells us what happened in the Easter festival day of the year 1916. The year refers to the Irish uprisal and rebellion for freedom of Ireland when the World War broke out. British government promised the Irish home rule after the war, so they pleaded the Irish people to help the British against Germany. The Irish leaders of the nationalist movement lent the British government their support. However, the revolutionaries did not cooperate with the government. So on the Easter day, in 1916, hundreds of the revolutionaries attacked the important ports of Dublin, in the capital of Ireland. There is the recap its role, the reclaiming Irishness, revival of pre-Christian beliefs, folk tales, myths, legends, ennoblings of the spirituality, Irish pleasant, which had once been dismissed as primitive superstitions, dramatization of Irish identity through the Abbey Theatre, the first Irish national theatre is of its kind. Eastern 19th things are considering as the merging of public and private. Maud Gonne married Irish nationalist John MacBride, who abused her but became a national hero through his role in Easter Uprising. September 1930 vocalizes disappointment that is both personal and public, failure in love and disillusion with Irish attitudes and values. Arguably, the Easter Uprising forces it to reconsider beliefs he thought were dead and gone. It's on the writing of the poem. I am trying to write a poem on the man executed. A terrible beauty has been born again. I had no idea that any public event could so deeply move me, and I am very despondent about the future. At the moment, I feel that all the work of year has been overturned, all the bringing together of classes, all the bring of Irish literature and criticism of politics. Contradictions of this poem, their rebels had achieved dignity and martyrdom, but at what cost? They had transformed the present, but what would the future be? Now MacBride was dead and would Maud gone accept his final proposal. At the interpretation which do you most agree with? A eulogy to fallen heroes, a quarrel between the public and private, poet speaking with two voices and antithetical vision. There is the some of the characters are very truthful in this poem, and the theatre is Irish theatre, which then became Abbey theatre. In this way, the poem is very superstitious for the Irish theatre. Thank you, friends. Please subscribe and like to our channel. Thank you.